still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Montgomery on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Down by Chris Harris.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the out. Mike 5-9. Coming to you. Tighten up.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Watch twins.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mike 57.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tiger.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Go! Tight right, tight right.
Here's Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check 59, Mike.
Here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Kamara, incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of 10.
We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The tackle made by
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
48-yard line.
Here is Eckler. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go. Ready. Check pass, check pass. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And let's get this.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to fire this thing deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. To give him a gain of 37. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Packers nothing.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Mayfield.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Yeah, let's go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Tannehill letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the boot. 57. Mike, 57.
Again, Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead now increases.
increases to 20-0.
Buccaneers.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Mark Andrews, incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm here all day.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
32-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 57 is the mic. Watch 57. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 22 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Let's go. 30. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A second nice move, a spin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you. Hey, check Mike 56.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. That's caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From a yard out. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Stephen Hushka for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside.
Nothing.
Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Draw play, it's Eckler, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double time, double time. You got 3 down. 57 Mike 57.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Kamara on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
1st and 10.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ready? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
57, come on. Watch us run.
They run it again with Kamara. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought down by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Buccaneers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, cook out of my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I love. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. He's right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? What's both to a guy with a man? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?